So welcome back again, everybody, and in today's video we are going to settle this once and for all. Who is better in Sparking Zero, Vegito or Gogeta? We're going to use the ones that have the similar transformations. So we've only got one version of Vegito in this game, which is, him from Z and also him from Super. They combined the abilities that he has from each, and I guess that's probably because Vegito remained canon throughout the show versus himself being featured in movies. And we're going to compare it against Gogeta from Super. They both have a Super Saiyan transformation and a Super Saiyan Blue transformation. Pretty good combat, some pretty interesting skills. So we're going to do an analysis of who is better. And at the end, we are going to make a decision. You can agree, you can disagree, but we are going to arrive at something by the end of this video. So stay tuned and let's get into it. So the first thing that we're going to get started with is the combat. Now the combat's pretty standard, you get your 5 hits, no double taps or anything for a single press. First attack, Big Bang Cannon. Second attack, we got some combat from his fight with Super Buu, or Buhan as a lot of people will name him. Really good fight, by the way. Very nice Hitmonlee type grab here. Now let's see the rush chains. Skills we've got are Explosive Wave, and we've got a buff. We love buffs. Now let's check out our ultimate. This man is flashy. So it's pretty devastating. So now we're going to transform into Super Saiyan. Mustard! Ah! Sorry. Let's get into the combat. And this is pretty quick, much quicker than first form. I don't know what it is that they decided to do with the Super Saiyan forms for each of these fusions, but they decided to give them some very quick combat. First attack is Big Bang Attack, which was never a beam, but that's what we got from the show, and that's what we see here. And then we've got Final Kamehameha in Super Saiyan form, also very great, very, very great. And here's a display of the most broken ability in the game, After Image Strike. This is literally, you just press 2 buttons and you sit back and relax for, I think 15 seconds and watch your opponent try to hit you, but, they won't be able to. And even if you aren't pressing anything, if you're just doing nothing, you'll auto block unless they teleport behind you, of course. But very broken ability, which is one of the things that makes Vegito's kit very tough to beat, because let's face it, you come up against anybody with After Image Strike and it's enabled, the game instantly becomes a whole lot less fun. It doesn't take too much longer to get it back either. So I don't know what might come in a future patch, but we might see that cost a little bit more skill points. Who knows? And then we've also got another buff. All right, let's charge up and check out our ultimate. Straight out the fight from Super Vegito versus Super Buu, Buhan, whatever you want to call him. So now let's transform up to Blue and finish off our Vegito portion of this. So as we get to Blue, we see that the melee in the combat continues to be overwhelmingly fast in some cases. So one great thing going there, we got 2 forms that have very quick combat. We've got God Kamehameha, which for whatever reason just looks too good. And our second attack, we have a rush attack from Vegito Blue versus Fused Zamasu. So this is, it's that attack that, he unfused at, which was a little bit disappointing to see in the, in Dragon Ball Super, but, we got what we got. Now let's check out the rush chains. Pretty good there. Now let's see that Hitmonlee grab. So the grab is the same between all of Vegito's forms, so that's pretty consistent. However, that right there, being able to throw your opponent down like that, you just grab their head and just throw it to the ground, like, it's just so disrespectful, and it's great. That for me is one of my favorite touches. I don't think he's the only character that does it, but he was the first one that I noticed to do it. So now let's check out our ultimate and see what you get there. One thing I also didn't mention with the skills back there was that you get a buff and you get a full power charge. So that's going to bring you up to full power, not sparking, but just full power. So now let's check out what's going on with Gogeta. So we're going to start out with the combat. And as you'll notice here, the combat is a lot flashier, especially once you get to Super Saiyan form. It's not as flashy when you get up to blue, but Super Saiyan, I've already said before, I'm a little bit biased because Super Saiyan Gogeta from Super is my favorite character in this game. In our first attack, we had a Kamehameha, and our second attack, we had an Explosive Wave. And in this game, Explosive Wave isn't done as much justice as it should be, but you know, that's what it is for base Gogeta from Super. So now let's see what our ultimate attack looks like. So we get a lot of damage there. Now let's check out all the rush chains for base Gogeta. And now we're going to go ahead and transform up to Super Saiyan. And one thing I will continue to say is that the combat is just, it's just chef's kiss. Like, it's just so well done and it's fun. First attack right here, you know, this is my favorite follow-up combo to do. Second attack, you know, just a really nice, clean looking attack from the Super Broly movie. And we've also got some great abilities here. We've got instant transmission. And we've got a buff. You know how much we love to have a buff. So now let's power up and check out our ultimate. So as you can see, we've got a very beautiful display of power here. Nice ultimate attack is a rush and it's not unblockable, so you know that's one thing to consider. So now we're going to transform up to blue and we're going to analyze that, see what you get here, and then make our decision. So we're going to get straight into the combat, and the combat itself is very straightforward. We have that spin kick, which is my favorite touch for Gogeta Blue. Stardust Blaster we've got, and our second attack is this rush attack, which actually gives you some pretty decent distance. I wasn't expecting to actually even reach before stopping. This is another attack that Gogeta Blue used on Broly from the Dragon Ball Super movie. We've got two abilities, instant transmission again, and we've also got that barrier, which I'm going to test out in a Mythbuster style of video. So now let's get into the ultimate and see what we get with that, what the damage looks like. So tons of damage done there. So now we're going to get into the last part of this and say which one is the best one. And I'm sure the answer probably won't surprise any of you. So let's get right into it. So the answer is going to be Vegito. And Vegito is, it's just, you know, it's kind of insane how good his skills are. Like, it can't be denied or overlooked. Like, yes, you know, I would love to say Gogeta as he's my favorite character and he's got instant transmission, but instant transmission can't top After Image Strike, which is what you get when you use Super Saiyan Vegito. It's, you know, it's the most broken ability in the game, and because he has it, along with the fact that he is a fusion character, it's very tough to deny. Even for having a 2 skill point full power charge mode while, you know, in blue, not sparking, but just full power, it's all very broken. 2 forms with very quick combat. Now that's my only gripe with Gogeta, is that when you're in blue, your combat speed is about the same almost as when you're in base form as Gogeta. I feel like it should have been on the same level as, or if not faster than, his Super Saiyan form, but we take what we can get. And like I said before, I really prefer his Super Saiyan form over most other characters in the game. But Vegito, we can't deny, one of the best characters to be using in this game right now. And between himself and Gogeta, Vegito is probably the more obvious pick. I'm saying one of the big things that carry this decision is the fact that he has After Image Strike. It's a bit cheesy, but it's also in the game, so, you know, while it's here, why not use it? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Let me know if there's anything I missed. I appreciate all of your comments already as it is, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks for all the love. Subscribe to catch the next one. Peace.